Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are on a mission. Today we're gonna work on the plants that I might have overlooked over last half a year or so. I did not give my best care to them. For example, oh okay, you don't see this cacti, but this cacti is about 13 years old. I bought it when my grandpa passed away as a little, commemorate. I haven't repotted it since. So we're gonna work on that. We have a beautiful rainbow cacti over here. Look at this hilarious plant. We're gonna work on him as well because he's growing kind of sideways and I wanna freshen up him a bit. I have beautiful large marble queen cuttings over here and I have one singular plant on a pole. So I'll go ahead and repot it together with the mama plant and have one bushy like tree looking plant, hopefully. I also have this fairy garden that I want to take apart. I mean, kind of probably everything is merging together in the background, but we'll go there one by one. So I want to take apart this Halloween fairy garden that was inspired by Baba Yaga legend. So we'll go ahead work on that as well. And also want to freshen up my very sad looking jewel orchid. It's been in this terracotta pot for 3 years, I think, right now, and it did look beautiful in the very beginning, but right now it's so abandoned. I'm gonna go ahead, give it a haircut and freshen up, start over probably. And lastly, also want to go ahead and prop my beautiful variegated Thanksgiving cacti or Schlumbergera because it's getting a little bit long but not very full, so we're gonna work on that as well. These are all of the tasks that I want to work on. I know this is a second in a row video of me working on my plants, but since I have a pretty large collection, I have so many chores right now waiting for me to go ahead and do them. So I don't want to postpone it. I don't want to go plant shopping because I already have so many plants that need some love and time, and I just want to take it along. This probably will be kind of interesting chores. I mean, we're going to be working on fairy garden, on a very old cacti that is very prickly, by the way. The pricks, the needle looking things, how do you call those? Those little, you know what, I'm gonna show you why I'm not showing you. Pray for me, we're gonna try and repot this baby. It's 13 years old and since then it grew maybe from here, maybe 2 inches max. So it's a very slow grower, and I think since it's been in this very same pot for so many years, it definitely needs to have some fresh soil, fresh nutrients, and maybe a little bit of a size up, even though it doesn't change much. It's almost like a living sculpture at this point. And I'm so shocked I did not kill this plant because every single winter I do tend to kill a bunch of cacti in my collection because my heart just don't let me go ahead and not water them. I feel like I'm not giving them love, so this is my problem. I need to work on that and we'll go there. But right now, let's probably start from the easier ones and we'll go, to the harder levels as we go. So probably let's start from a jewel orchid that we have over here. This is my first ever jewel orchid and it's such an easy plant. I've been underwatering every single week, I believe, and it's been hanging on. It's growing in terracotta pots, so that says a lot, I guess, to you. So highly recommend if you are looking for some moody plants, for some cool looking plants. This is a very nice plant. So today I want to go ahead and propagate it. I have this dish, skull cool looking dish, that I want to plop in the cuttings, root them and start over. I'm not sure if I will go ahead and get rid of the mama root system over here. Maybe I'll leave them and see if they will shoot new babies, and if they will, I will take those babies out and repot together with the new cuttings that rooted. So we do have some dead, oh my gosh, it doesn't even have the roots. I did try to propagate it sometime, like a year or so ago, and not all cuttings felt that this was a good idea. So anyway, let's go ahead and probably start by cutting this pretty, oh my gosh, it doesn't have too much of a root, so okay, what should we, you know what, I'm gonna cut only the longer branches and the baby ones I will leave and pot them up together. As I mentioned, after these ones will root for me. Bam, cuttings like this. I will cut off the bottom leaf because it's a pretty tall dish. Bam. Oh my gosh, guys, I have so many changes happening right now in my life. I cannot wait to share them with you. Maybe that will happen a bit later when I'm completely sure that it's happening. So stay tuned for hopefully a very interesting content on my channel, because I always like to take you along on my adventures. Yeah, cuttings like this. So cute. These are cute. Precious, beautiful plant. That is gorgeous. I'm sorry if you can hear action going on outside. It's actually a very hot day once again here in Europe, so we have to keep windows open, especially while doing, physical tasks like this one. Gosh, how do you... This is a very wonky branch. How do... Maybe, you know what, maybe let's do a couple cuttings with this one. Bam. The top one. Technically it has a couple leaves. Let's give it a try. Again. Bam. Okay. I also have an exciting parcel on the way to me, so cannot wait to share that with you. The unboxing should be very fun, so stay tuned for the plant unboxing. And also I'm so excited to finally see the friends' reaction to the pot that I shipped out. I actually could see the whole process of me buying things, painting the pot, and making this whole parcel to Wild Fern. So stay tuned. Maybe soon she will upload and give us a little update how everything is going. The shipment is on the way, so technically it should reach Canada next week if everything is okay and there are no delays. But let's be real, we know that delays might happen, right? So stay tuned, I guess. I'm very excited about that. Very, very excited. Okay, this one I will plant right back in there. I'm taking dead plants away. Oh my gosh, there is a spider nest in here. And I've been grabbing things left and right. Oh my gosh, thank goodness I'm not so afraid of spiders. Alright, so this is what we're left with. Very sad looking thing. I will just put it somewhere around my home and wait for these beautiful cuttings to root. Just look at this nice bouquet. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful. A bit dusty, but that's okay. So I'll wait for those to root and then later on we will plant everything together. Okay, one is done. Okay, we got rid of one of the pots. That will make things a bit easier. Right now I'll take this cute cacti. I have one branch that reverted and is growing completely green leaves, and these ones are beautiful and variegated, but they're not so fast. Oh wait, my mic. 3, 2, 1, 4, testing. Okay. Sorry. So once again, I have one branch that reverted and is growing green, but I'm not too mad about it. I'm gonna probably, you know what, I probably will take a couple cuttings to put it back so the plant will look lush for me and there won't be like this asymmetric growth right now, because this branch is very long, and since these ones are not so long and I'm gonna cut them, everything will look a little bit wonky. So we'll go ahead, take a couple cuttings. I have this cute dish that I thrifted and I'm gonna plop cuttings here in the water. I was debating should I plop them in sphagnum moss or in water, but last time I grew this in water and they were completely fine. So we'll take singular leaf cuttings and just plop them as so. Thinking how many of non-variegated ones should I take. Bam. Maybe a couple is enough. Maybe one more. do one more. Okay, bam. And right now, oh my god, this one reverted as well. So you know what, I'm gonna cut this, the very top leaf, since it reverted, I'm gonna cut it off and hope that it will grow me variegated leaves again. Because the previous one was actually half moon. I'm not sure how much of that you can see. And this is our main target to cut because it's longer. It's pretty. It's very pretty. It's one of my favorite plants. I love this variegated Schlumberger so much. Trying to be gentle and careful. Bam. Okay. We have a couple variegated cuttings, 4 non-variegated cuttings. And this plant have a, maybe should take one more. No, what, will take one more. Just in case. One more. Cute. Okay. Plop. Plop them here. Many cuttings in this little dish. I will have to keep my very close eye on these cuttings because it's a very small dish and it's hot summer over here. And it might dry out very quickly. And this is how the plant looks right now. I actually need to water my whole collection, but we'll work on that after this video. 2 plants are done. The easiest tasks are all done. We probably won't need pruners anymore, so I'll put these aside. And right now, let's work on the rainbow cactus, since it's gonna be probably the easiest repot of all of these upcoming ones. So I have it in this terracotta pot, and look how cool this thing looks, right? This is a very funny plant because it was growing like one singular cacti, then it grew this tiny little top. Over that top it started to be fat again, and right now it looks like the craziest thing ever, and I love it. I don't have any plans to prop it and start it over because I just love how wonky and different it looks. I love the colors on it, of course. It's one of my probably top 5 favorite cacti, and I have a bunch of pots prepared because I have no idea how the root system is looking. Technically, I'm pretty sure that it's not the largest root system in there, so just in case I have this larger terracotta pot, this actually vintage one from my grandma. But if that will be a bit too large, I have a couple extras. Both of them I actually painted. This one I painted in one of my videos. It's very summer vibes. And we have this Kit Kat. This one is more Halloweenish vibes. Right, so I'm not sure which one I wanna plant it in first. So the smart idea would be probably to go ahead, take it out of the pot and see how large is that root system. And then I have cacti and succulent mix to plant it in and keep it happy. Alright, so let's put the soil mix aside for now and let's take it out. Since the pricks on this one aren't, wait, how do you call those? There's definitely a different word, not pricks, but spikes. Yes, spikes. Come on, Svetlana. So these spikes are not so painful, so it should be pretty easy. Yep, just like I thought, the root system is not the largest. I have lots of perlite in that mix that it grew in previously, so I probably will go ahead with the sardines pot because it's very summery and it feels like perfect choice. Okay, so we're taking this aside and I won't be working on the roots too much. Okay, that was painful. Oh, we have it in my finger. Okay, I took it out. It's fine. Everything's... Oh, I forgot a scoop. Agno! A husband to the rescue. Thank you, baby. Perfect. Pink scoop for the pink plant. Gourds. This is gonna be gourds. Okay, so let's go ahead and use Sibo soil mix. I love these mixes. I think this cacti will love it as well. It has fertilizer in there. Oh my gosh, maybe that's too much. It also has activated charcoal to keep the plant happy and hopefully safe from the root rot. I mean, look at this chunk. There are many of this size in there, so this makes me feel a little bit more calm about watering it. This is already becoming a disaster, as most of my repots do. Okay, we have a bit of a soil mix in the bottom. It's a very sandy one. Also, we'll go ahead and reuse the leca balls I had in this previous mix, because why not? I don't like to waste good things. So we'll go ahead and plop it in there. Bam. This will add a little bit of more aeration to the mix. Plus, I love to have my cacti in terracotta. In that way, I know there will be way less chance for me to overwater them. And I tend to do that a lot with my cacti. So, very helpful. Okay. Where is the cutie? Okay. This is how the bottom looks like right now. I have leca around the sides, like around the edges. I want to have it kind of, technically it was growing a bit sideways. Okay, we need less soil for sure. Oh my goodness, again. Like so, yes, we'll try. It's very sandy soil mix, so this cacti should enjoy it. Bam. Okay. We'll collect the last pieces of leca balls. These are actual purple. Cute. And bam, reuse those. Look at the soil mix. Very sandy, lots of perlite. This should be great. Yeah. I actually love to add top layer on my cacti, like sandy looking top layer, but since this one has so much perlite, there is no purpose on go ahead and have beautiful layer of sand, because the perlite after first watering will just go ahead on the very top of the soil and it won't look cute. I also have this bag of cacti mix and this has a little bit less of a perlite, so I think I'll go ahead and just sprinkle it on the very top to have more of a soil filled layer up top, just to look cuter than just big chunks of perlite, because I'm not a big fan of perlite, but I know the plant will appreciate it. So, you know, the things you do for your babies, you overlook the view of a perlite. Okay, yeah. This is done. This looks cute. This looks definitely cute, wonky, hilarious. I think it would be perfect to add some kind of little tiny figurine over here to add to the vibes, but I like it. I like how this looks. We gotta put it aside somewhere. Oh my gosh. I have prepared pots of different sizes just in case we will need those. So, you know what? Right now we can put these aside. This one can stay here, so you can appreciate it a bit more. Alright, we are getting through. Alright, I'm looking at this cactus and I'm like, it feels like a suicide mission. Am I in a suicide squad or something? Because this looks painful. I have several choices. One is slightly bigger, but the bottom is more white, so this might work perfectly, but also have this. Oh no, wait. This is it. This is for this cacti, and this heavy, very heavy cement pot is actually for the fairy garden plant. This is Shrek ears or jade plant, I think. I think it's technically some kind of crassula. Oh my gosh, it just left my brain, but okay, are we doing this? Are we doing this? Okay, let's prepare the pot first, right? So, once again, I'll go ahead and use my cacti mixes. Also have like lots of chunks of orchid bark and leca and other stuff over here, so I'll use those to cover the hole. And maybe I will add a bit of that on the very bottom. Why not? I know it's controversial. I know. Calm down, guys. Okay, let's add a little bit in the bottom of this soil mix. Oh, that's dusty. And mix it up with a little bit more expensive soil mix. So it's gonna be a nice mix. Bam. Like so, like a glove. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, are we doing this? Oh, I'm scared. I physically feel the scaredness going through my back. Oh Lord. I actually have a couple tools. Let's go ahead and see if they will be helpful. First off, I thought about a towel trick. I have this tiny towel. Technically the spikes should go into, but no, there's no. Also have, it's gonna be an experiment, okay? Also have a kitchen glove. But these spikes will just go through. Just look at the size of those. Look at this. Or, okay, you know what? Let's turn it aside. It's in there. It's in there, guys. Maybe vibration will take it out. I am pushing through the hole in the bottom, and the root ball is firm. So it's just going. Okay. I cannot believe this is happening. This wasn't as difficult yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh my gosh, this is about 10 years or more old. Yep, this upsize I feel like is going to be perfect. Look at that. Not too much, not too crazy, because once again I tend to overwater my plants. We don't need that. Definitely don't need that. How do we put it back? How do we put it in though? Okay. Huh? Okay, careful. Okay. I'm a genius. Look at this. Perfect. This is perfect. I just wanna keep it right in the middle, so just looking around to have it perfectly. This is gorgeous. Look at me go. So exciting. Okay, let's add a bit of that layer. Wait, why are you leaning? Hand in there. I'm gonna add a couple of leca balls or larger barks to prevent it from going sideways. This should do. Because before in the previous pot it was growing slightly off center for years and it was bothering me so much. So right now I wanna, you know, just make sure. Okay. Okay, I get it. Okay. Wow, you're a prickly guy. Just like my grandpa was. I know it's kind of weird probably for some of you to buy a plant in regards of, somebody passing, but at that time I was pretty fresh for this. I mean, technically not really, but kind of very fresh for this hobby, and I felt like this will bring me joy, this will bring me some kind of, calmness, and remind me of grandpa every time I look at this cacti, which is technically still does, and I love it. Add a bit of that cheaper soil, so I'm mixing things up a bit. Okay. Once again, trying to make sure it stays in center. Okay. Technically, it's one of the oldest cacti in my collection, and I love it. I love it a lot. It means a lot. A very special plant. I actually bought a cacti when my other grandpa passed away, but unfortunately that I did not manage to keep alive, and I felt kind of, I don't know, wrong to buy a new one a couple years later after all of that, so I never did, and right now as I think maybe I should, I don't know. So anywho, just thinking out loud. To be honest with you, it feels very calming to work on repots, except this one, except this specific one. That was very stressful, but very relaxing because, oh my gosh, last couple weeks were very stressful because I am working on something that will change my life. Let's be real, and I cannot wait to share that with you guys, to talk about it, and hopefully you'll enjoy when I will take you along on all of the process. But first we need to make this choice, and I'm afraid to do it, so I'm putting my mind elsewhere and I'm working on my plants, as plant people tend to do, right? Ignore problems for a moment and just meditate with your plants. Okay, I love how this looks. Of course, a layer of beautiful pebbles would look perfectly, but honestly I don't have a bag of a nice layer. I might add some of these from the previous one, but there are not much left. So maybe later on I will go ahead and buy some cute gravel. I believe it still has maybe rockies here in here as well, since it's been here for so many years. Okay, this is definitely enough. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, we are definitely done with this one. Cute old cacti. I know it's sunburned a bit. It happened last summer when I put it into my balcony, but you know what? No regrets. I love how old and how it looks like it's seen life. Seen some shizzle in its life. Just like my grandpa. Okay, I will stop. Okay, we have 2 more plants to work on, and right now we should probably go ahead and work on this fairy garden, and for the last we'll leave the largest repot. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Okay, careful. Oh, I broke the leaf of my euphorbia. God damn it. Alright, so I'm sitting a bit aside right now. Let's go ahead and take this fairy garden apart. I'm honestly a bit sad that it did not last it because I had a bunch of succulents in here, but I did pot it over the winter, so there was a very big chance that they will just, you know, croak. They were growing under the grow lights, but still. So last hooray, last look for the Baba Yaga fairy garden. Not all of them tend to survive and last long. I mean, I do have a couple that are still growing 3 or 4 years later, but this specific one just didn't, and that's okay. So I'll go ahead and take away those cute pumpkin decorations. Yeah. Appropriate crows making sounds for this part. Okay, pumpkins are out. I also had cute branches in here. Actually, I can insert a picture how it looked like when I made it. Right here. Wasn't that cute? What a vibe. It was so perfect for the Halloween. I loved it. Creating it was so much fun. I also had this stone to keep it in place since it's kind of top heavy. This bluish / greenish rock I found somewhere outside. Whenever I come back home after walks with Baloo, for example, or Rocky or Yakari, and bring just branches home, he's like, who is the dog in this family? And me just coming home with branches like this. I mean, that's a cool branch. What a vibe. I will use that in fairy garden. He's always giving me side eyes. Okay, the Baba Yaga house wasn't so happy. Oh my gosh. Wasn't so happy about the watering, so the leg actually melted of it. Let's put it back. Do you remember? I DIY'd this like so. I DIY'd this Baba Yaga garden. I was very proud about it as well. We can maybe fix that with glue later on, so I'll just put it aside and we'll see later on. And we have that aloe. Or what is left out of it, and that's about it. Just a bunch of dead succulents in there as well, but you know, we don't need those. So I could technically leave it as it is, just, you know, after taking apart all of those or not. Oh my gosh, there is so much soil all around me. Look at this root system. It looks like a bonsai. What the heck? Oh my gosh, there's so much soil on my pants. Let's not panic. This is happening, so. I actually have a bonsai pot. What do I wanna put it in a bonsai pot? That's the question. Or do I want to put it somewhere simple? That's a good question, Svetlana. Why do I keep talking with myself? Or maybe should I just plant it in this pot from a cacti? Just have it as so. You know what? I think I will do just that. I actually have another terracotta that is the vintage one, as I mentioned, and I think the heck, I think this one. Ooh. This one is a little bit more shallow, but a bit longer. I am thinking as I'm talking with you, so. You know what? This one looks kind of cooler. So we'll go with this one. Yep. Sounds like a good plan. You go away. We'll take a piece of bark to put over the hole. Bam. These been struggling so much lately, so I feel so good for finally doing something with these plants, because as you can tell, they were not doing too great. Adding the more fancy layer up top as per usual. Let's see. I wanna plant it a bit lower. I know technically it would look nicer to have it the same level as it is, but since it's so wonky, I think we're gonna need to go ahead and use that rock again because it will fall. It will fall over and I don't want that. Yeah, I think this is perfect. Like so. Of course, so tasty. Technically, you would think that cacti mix is sandy and heavy, right? But since there is so much perlite, it's not as heavy. And it's not helpful when you have a top heavy plant like so. Maybe I should prop it, cut off some of those branches, but I technically love how crazy it looks. It reminds me of our pine trees at the seashore. You know, all crazy in the wind. Can you see the shape of it? Cute, right? Technically, it looks like a flippin' living tree. I mean, it is, technically. Right? I think it is. Okay, are you standing? Please be standing. I'm just mixing swirl mixes as I go. This looks good. And I'm that kind of person that always love to use whole space of a pot. I don't like to leave it like a layer of soil till here and just have this empty space in here. I do the same thing with my coffee mug, for example. I always fill the mug with coffee till the very brim, till the edge, because why not? Why would you have a big mug and don't use its all capacity? The same thing I think about the pots. If you have space, use it. Why leave it? Unless it's a big oversized pot, then I do get it. I'm just gonna have this rock for now, simply sitting and holding this plant. Funny enough, the root system is on this side and the larger side of the plant is on this side, so it's like a Z, right? Letter, so yeah, it looks crazy. This looks crazy, I'm aware, but I think right now it looks way better. Very exotic. I love it, reminds me like of grandma, since it's in a vintage pot, and crassulas slash, you know, jade plants are very popular between grandmas, I feel like. It will remind me of my grandma, for sure. We are done with this one and I have the last repot. I am excited. Let's put this one right here. Bam. Put this one aside. It's very heavy. Cement pot. Okay, so right now into the fun part. I mean, all of these were fun. I have these cuttings standing in water, and these cuttings were growing up the pole, so they have so many aerial roots on the sides of the branches. Not sure if you can see that. I want to plant it together with the mama plant because they do have decent roots already, right? So I want to go ahead and plant them up the pole. I'm gonna need my husband. Zoike? Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I have this cute, beautiful white pot, and I feel like this is going to be perfect and heavy to hold this pole and a bunch of cuttings. It is a bit on the larger side. I know this might look crazy. I am completely aware about that, but I'm still gonna do it. So I have, how many cuttings? Wait, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 cuttings in here, and these tend to have a pretty decent root system. Marble Queen cuttings, so I feel like it won't be too bad of an idea. I mean, I'll let you know, so subscribe if you haven't yet. This is what scares me about this pot. It's cute, I love this little leg, but it actually is like there's this rim that goes shallower and then once again more wide up, so it will be extremely difficult to take the plant out of this if it's overgrown. So I will need to keep my eyes very close on it and don't keep it in this pot for too long, because otherwise I don't want to go ahead and break this pot. It's beautiful, it was expensive. I had another plant, I think Strelitzia Nikolai, in here, and let me tell you, it was the pain to take it out. Oh my gosh, I did it. I needed my husband's help as well. It was insane. It was insane. So you know what? Since I mentioned that part about roots, I will go ahead and add leca and orchid barks on that very bottom layer. In there till here. Just in case if I will unfortunately have it overgrown, maybe it will make the repot a bit easier. Maybe. It's very nice to work. I'm gonna have black buggers after this repot, hands down. Do you have those? Do you get those whenever you do the repot and you smell in all of those dust? My gosh. And then you go ahead and blow your nose afterwards and just black buggers. I cannot come up with a more beautiful explanation, but you get the drill. Anywho, this is my marble queen. It's been growing in there and I need to prop it, and it's already reaching the top again, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm just gonna plop it in here together with the baby cuttings, and later once again probably cut it and keep cutting it and keep cutting it. I don't have exact plan, as you can tell. I also add cacti mix in the very bottom because it will be drying out more quickly. Since it's a very big pot, I don't want to rot my roots in here. I also have from Siba soil aroid mix to add in here, so it won't be just cactus mix. So we'll have some worm castings in there. That's a big chunk of something. We'll leave it there. This one is way less dusty, so that's perfect. This is what we're working with. I have soil till here. I know this might, no, till here. I know this might look insane. We're getting a little bit crazy over here, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. It's a pothos. Technically not, but you get the idea. So this is very top heavy whenever I moisten up this sphagnum, and it was growing in this plastic pot, and it was mistake of my life because it just kept on falling over. So I feel like, oh, look at those crazy roots. That is beautiful view to see. So I feel like planting it in ceramic pot will be way smarter choice. Once again, I don't like to ruin the root system. I mean, the roots always find the way, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm just giving them a little bit more space to, you know, not just grow in circles, but maybe go a bit crazy. Okay. Of course, we want this to face the pretty picture, right? Okay. This is how we're looking. Okay, so for now I probably will go ahead and add soil around the root ball, and then we will plop the babies in there as well. So I'll go ahead, add a couple scoops of aroid mix. Okay, I feel like that did nothing in this humongous pot. You know what? I'm gonna go even crazier and add some of that soil mix from that fairy garden. It actually is pretty fresh soil. I planted this jade plant in here in October, I believe. So it haven't been standing there for too long. And I used a pretty good succulent mix as well, so don't want to waste it. I very often tend to do that. Reuse old soil plus add the fresh one. Feel like this will make a nice mix. Okay. How straight is it? Oh, did we lose a leaf? Yeah, we did lose a bottom leaf. You know what? I'm gonna lose this one as well. How good is that? Okay. 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 We're gonna add more of a good thing, of a goodie, of arid mix. I'm gonna take this black pot aside. Ouch! Still cannot believe I repotted this cacti. It's been a decade in the making. How crazy is that? Oh my gosh, the chunks of orchid barks are huge over here as well. Lovely, let's set it back. Okay. Bam. This one, on the other hand, I feel like I won't be potting all the way up and adding the soil all the way up because it's a very tall planter and it's a big jump in size, so let's not go too crazy. Okay, let's put this aside. See it from the other side. Okay, this looks good. This definitely looks not too bad. I mean, does it? Technically it's going a bit that side, but if you'll give the light in here, the leaves will turn over here. And I will grow babies over here because this side of the pole is a bit more naked. And this is growing on the very edge there, so we should be fine. And the size of those cutting leaves, these were the top cuttings from that very same plant, so it is sizing up nicely. I want to go ahead and add it in there. You know what? I feel like we might go ahead and take some of those, some of that tape and help the baby cuttings out. Maybe let's add several of those first. Okay, we do have 3 cuttings in here. Oh, those roots are juicy. And look, there are roots on the stem. Can you see? How awesome is that? So go ahead and plop back close to the pole so it can go in there and do its job, making this beautiful full lush plant. Bam, like so. And lastly we have a top cutting. Once again, decent amount of roots, and it already grew me 1 leaf in this water, so it's definitely ready to go. Like so. How are we looking in there? I know this might look a bit crazy right now. We're definitely gonna need to give it some time. Okay, we need a bit more tape. Oh my gosh. Thankfully I have tape right over here. there is one in the bottom. Maybe this one will be enough actually. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Let's put this roll back. Convenient. Okay, let me see it up front. Yup, that definitely looks crazy, but it's gonna look great in no time. I believe in you. I believe in you. I'll show you up close what's happening. Oh, that is a workout. Okay, I will go ahead and add more soil in there. We need to cover those roots. Okay. A bit more of a fresh mix. Gosh, that is so dusty. Thank goodness that in summertime I do have open windows, so the dust go out the windows real quick. Almost there. Okay, we are done with this one as well. We do have some space in there. I actually plan to have it a bit lower, I mean the layer of soil, but I did not pack it in there since I have fresh cuttings out of the water. I was too afraid to break the roots. So I feel like after watering it all up in my shower, the soil will go even lower. I mean, it already does as I just push over here, so it should be good. It should be a nice, lush looking tree over here. Oh, look at this. This will look cute someday. Okay, let's put it. It's so heavy, it's so heavy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Well, that was something. As per usual, my repottings tend to have some kind of fails because I'm clumsy. So it was fun to finally go ahead and work on these plants, give them some love and TLC, some additional time of mine, and I feel like they have so much potential to be beautiful and fabulous and not better.
Out of memory.
My memory card is actually full, so I need to make it quick. So today we won't have any kind of language lesson. Just want to thank you for coming along on this journey of this crazy struggling plants and giving them a glow up. I hope you enjoyed. Leave in the comments beautiful blooms if you did, and I will know that you watched this very long video till the very end, which I of course very appreciate. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe for upcoming more videos, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye.
Stop. Cut.
You?
I have soil on my pants.
Say something.
Shoot down the camera and we'll talk.